Hey, what's up, guys? So, I got some news for you. I needed a new car. My son just graduated high school and he's going to college now, and he needed a little, school car. So I gave him our little hatchback. We had a Hyundai Accent hatchback that gets like 30 miles per gallon. Little tiny compact little car he could just park on campus and just take it anywhere he needs to go. And so yeah, I'm happy to give it to him. He earned it. He's an A and B type student, so he gets a new car for college. So that left an opportunity for me to get me a little commuter car, because I don't want to drive my Toyota Tundra to work every day. I work kind of far from home, so I wanted something small and good on gas. And my criteria was I wanted a little hatchback, I wanted all-wheel drive, I wanted it good on gas, and there's not a lot of options in that space, except for, ta-da, a Subaru Crosstrek. So I had seen the Crosstreks many years ago. I remember watching Talon's Size video about his 2018 Crosstrek, and he put a lift kit and method wheels and LED lights, and it was just a cool little hatchback that could fit in tight spaces, and it's all-wheel drive, so it can go all kinds of places. It's a good little exploration vehicle. So I was like, I want one of those. So there you go. I finally got me one too. So let's take a closer look at this thing. All right, so this is a 2018 Subaru Crosstrek Premium. And I don't know everything about Subarus because I just bought this and I'm new to the Subaru world, but I believe they come in a base model, a premium model, a sport model, and a limited model. So this is just above entry level, which I find strange they call it premium, but that's Subaru, I guess, for you. But yeah, this thing's pretty nice. Quick overview on just this car in general, if you don't know. Here's a look at that little 4-cylinder engine. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine, as they say, meaning the pistons go side to side this way and box each other. Apparently that's good for vibration. It helps counter the vibration, apparently. I'm not an expert, but that's what they say. It's good enough for Porsche, right? They do basically the same kind of design. Little compact, little tiny 4-cylinder, gets good gas mileage. I think they said it gets 32 on the highway and 27 in the city. Not too shabby. Look at that. I think that's the oil filter right there, man. That's kind of crazy. Usually the oil filter's on the bottom. That's wild. I've never seen an oil filter right there on the top. Look how clean this engine bay is, man. It's crazy. Of course, maybe they detailed it, but even when you detail these things, you can see the gunk left behind in the crevices, and this doesn't have that. I think this guy parked this thing in his garage and kept it immaculate until he traded it in. That's very cool. It's made into a CVT transmission, so you're always in the right gear. I guess by the time they came out with the second generation Crosstrek, they've really refined these things to be really reliable and really safe, from what I hear. This one has fog lights because it is a premium. Very nice. The body is very clean. Whoever owned this before maintained it at Reno Subaru. Always brought it to the shop, to the dealership for all its maintenance. And you can tell that they really babied this thing, because look, there's not a single dent on this body, and it's already, what, 7, almost 8 years old now? Look at that. It's like flawless. No shopping cart dents or windy day doors banging into this thing. That happens a lot up here in northern Nevada on a windy day. Catches the door and bangs into the car next to you. This one doesn't have that. The hood looks flawless. No scratches or dings. This side looks clean too. Look at that, man. Whoever it was that owned this, thank you, because I got myself a dang near brand new looking vehicle. That's nice. Even the plastics look really nice. He must have parked it in his garage. It's got 17-inch alloy wheels. And I'm probably gonna go with 15-inch wheels. I've already watched a lot of reviews on these things. But I'm going to go with 15s and then bigger tires, like maybe some BFGs or something aggressive and off-roady looking. I love that look. And I don't even have to lift it because these Crosstreks are already lifted from the factory. It's got like, I think 8.5 or 9 inches of ground clearance, which is pretty high for a passenger car. If you don't know, the Imprezas have almost identical body styles, except they're just lower to the ground like a regular passenger car. And these are like a lifted version of an Impreza, because a lot of the parts are even interchangeable. I believe the headlights are literally identical. I could use a limited headlight from an Impreza and actually install it right on this car if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm gonna go 15-inch wheels with some kind of all-terrain or even mud terrain tire to make this thing look a little beefy. And I don't even have to lift it, man. It'll be perfect just like that. It comes with these roof bars, which is kind of nice. I'm not even gonna bother getting the crossbars because I've already seen on some other YouTube videos that you can remove these bars completely and then put an aftermarket rack system up here. So those come with holes and slots that you can mount all kinds of stuff. If you want to put LEDs, if you want to put a rooftop tent or an awning, gas tanks, full-size spares, whatever you want, you can put them on the top with these aftermarket roof racks. I know Prinsu makes a rack that bolts onto the roof, so we'll see. We'll see. There's a bunch of different companies out there. It's a hatchback, which I love. That means it's super compact, easy to drive, easy to park. Oh, by the way, no push to start. It's an old school key. I actually just bought this the other day and I already put my first mod on here. Check it out. That's a 2-inch receiver hitch. This is a 3,500 pound class 3 receiver hitch from Kurt. And as you can see, this thing is pretty beefy. It's got a lot of thick steel and gussets all over the place on this thing, and it just mounts right up on the frame. Easy peasy. I found that on Facebook for $100. So now I can put my bike rack on there, or I can tow a small teardrop trailer. I've seen people do that already. That's nice. That's a must-have. I don't know why they don't just include it on this. This is supposed to be, you know, an adventure vehicle. It should have a hitch on there. And I like the fact that it's 2 inches. I've seen people take these out here and put some kind of tow, like a tow hook, and they have one on the front too. I don't know how that works exactly. Seems kind of flimsy, but I guess it's a thing. But there you go. That's the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. It's got power mirrors, by the way. And I put these little convex mirrors on the convex mirrors, I think you call them. I put that on there because it doesn't have blind spot monitoring. All right, look at that. Black seats, black dash. Love it. Looks very sporty in here. I'm new to the Subaru world, and my first impression with Subarus are they make nice cars, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know they made such good-looking cars, man. These are cool. I mean, I knew about the WRXs, but I've never actually been in one or drove one, and I really, really like these Subarus, man. Look at that. That looks cool. The seats are cloth, not leather, and I'm kind of glad because I don't like leather. I came from Vegas, 12 years in Vegas, and leather burns when it gets hot in the summer. And it's also easy to scratch if you have a dog or if you have tools in your pockets or if you have a holster with a gun in it. You could scratch your seat real easy with leather, but not so much with cloth. Plus, I'm going to put seat covers on here anyways. We'll keep that thing looking brand new. I think that's what the guy who had it before me, he must have had seat covers because these things literally look brand spanking new. I like that red stripe, by the way. It's like a red stitching on there. That's nice. That's bolstering. It's not power seats, and that's fine. It's just one less thing to break, I guess. It has a bar there to slide it forward and backwards. It is what it is. I don't mind. You can put a water bottle right there. That's nice. There's your controls for the windows. Power mirrors right there. Let's go ahead and sit down in here and show you guys the inside here. I'm going to try to go quick as I can. But look at that. Like I said, I'm new to Subaru, and holy crap, man. This is nice. Very nice. I like this steering wheel. There's your cruise control. That's about it. Not a whole lot. That's pretty standard on most cars. Check this out. Paddle shifters, baby. Look at that. Paddle shifters, man. So what you do is you put this in manual, drop it into manual, and then you can bang through the gears with your fingers, man, like an F1 racer. That is so cool. Oh, man, that's crazy. I don't know if I'm going to ever use that, but it's nice that it has it. It's very sporty. So it's got old school analog gauges. So you get your tach, your speedometer, and that's it. They do have this MPG gauge, which is kind of weird. I've never seen that on any other cars I've ever owned or ever even driven. But yeah, if you drive slow like a grandpa, the gauge will go to the plus, and then if you drive fast, it'll go down to the negative. I don't know why that matters, but I guess it's cool. Trip reset right there. There's a couple digital information in the middle, but not a lot. Here's your brightness right there for the dash. There's your, what is this, ABS on and off. I think that's traction control on and off right there. So here's a quick look at the gauges. Very old school. Look at that. Just two big analog gauges, tach and speedometer with just a fuel gauge and a, what is that, odometer in the middle. That's pretty much it. I don't know what this is. Actually, you know what? That is a fuel efficiency kind of gauge. So if you drive fast, it'll show that you're not doing well on gas. And then here's your center console here. There's another secondary display there with temperature and time. And this one has the total mileage on the tank of gas. I still have 420 miles capable of range. And then I think you can scroll through the info screen. Yeah, you can scroll through the info screen. A bunch of different things. Then here's your center console. You have Apple CarPlay. You have a backup camera with guidelines. That's nice. Look at that. Got the guidelines going on there. That's pretty cool. And other than that, it's all just your basic setup there with your radio, your HVAC. And that's it. Nothing to write home about. You have a little cubby right here with a 12 volt so you can light your cigarettes. They don't do that anymore. You just put in a USB adapter and you can charge your phone there. There's your shifter. And then here's your e-brake. I like this old school e-brake. Love that, especially when you're parking in a hilly environment. I actually really like that. I hate the electronic e-brakes. Heated seats, left and right. Awesome, because I live in snow country. In the wintertime, it does snow up here in Reno and Tahoe. So love that. That's a must-have. It doesn't have a heated steering wheel, and I don't need that. But I do really like the heated seats. And then this, look at that right there. X mode. That is really cool, man. I didn't really know about that until I started doing some research on these Crosstreks. So apparently, a bunch of Subarus come with X mode standard now. And what that basically is brake vectoring. Meaning, like, say you're driving through a ditch and you got a wheel up in the air and then wheels touching the ground. Normally, without any kind of brake vectoring, that wheel that's in the air is just going to spin when you hit the gas. And then you're going to just not go anywhere, right? You're going to be stuck. But with X mode, you hit that button, you can just drive with X mode activated. And when you hit a ditch or any kind of obstacle where your wheels are in the air, it'll lock that wheel up and send the power to the wheels that are actually touching the dirt. And it'll pull you out of that ditch, which is really cool. I like that. I absolutely love that. So it's not really like a locking differential or anything like that. It's just, again, just controlling the brakes to get you out of a sticky situation. But apparently it works really well. I've seen videos of people using it, and it seems to work really well. Here's your glove box. Got all my stuff in there from the dealership. Look at that carbon fiber. Faux carbon fiber. I heard that gives you like 5 extra miles per hour when you go with carbon fiber, something like that, right? Is that true, or is it 10? See, look, there's more carbon fiber in the door there. cool. No sunroof, which is fine by me because I'm going to put a roof rack up there anyways. There's your interior lights. There's your sunshades with lit vanity mirror. And this guy over here gets one too. Same thing. You got the light going on over there. Very nice. It's got an SOS thing going on there in case you get into trouble. You can call for rescue. Here's your center console, nice and comfortable for my elbow. And then you can pick it up, put some stuff in there. You got another 12 volt, a USB, and I think there's an aux jack in there too. Small, simple, gets the job done. All right, let's move to the back. Oh, by the way, you can also adjust the steering wheel up and down and forward and back, which is really cool. Here's another reason why I bought this Crosstrek. I wanted something really tiny and small and easy to drive and good on gas, but I also wanted 5 seat belts because I have 3 kids and a wife. So legally, I can carry 5 people in here, no problem. It might be a little tight because my kids are getting older, but you know what? If I just need to pick them up, I can do it if I have to. Very nice. Look at that. Looks like it's brand new. Beautiful. Red stitching. No pockets in the back. There's a pocket over there, but not one over here for some reason. And here's a deal breaker for some people. There's no rear AC vents. And for a second there, I was like, oh, I don't want this car either if it doesn't have rear AC. But then I started thinking, wait a minute. It's all-wheel drive. It's a 4-cylinder, good on gas. It's compact. I guess I can overlook that. So it is what it is. Oh, here's another look at those rubber floor mats, by the way. These are fantastic. They threw these in at the dealership. They come with cloth. What do you call these? Pads or mats. But they threw in the rubber ones. And these are nice because they're kind of like a bowl. They catch the liquids and the sand and the mud. They catch them in here, and then you can just pick it up and dump it out easily. I think they call these, what do they call these? 60/40s. So you can drop this down here. This is what I love about hatchbacks. Even though they're really tiny vehicles, look at all that space back there, man. And the Subarus, at least the Crosstreks anyways, they have these really cool, like durable rubber, like protectors on the backs of the seats and also in the back of the hatchback. So really durable, man. That's cool. I haven't seen that on other cars. That's really nice. I like that. And let's take a look at the back here. All right. Look at all that room in this little tiny hatchback. That's cool. Look at that. So I saw a video where a guy, he had this air mattress that's made specifically for hatchbacks. So he aired it up, and he said that you can fit a 6'2" person in here. So believe it or not, if you're 6'2", you can go camping inside your Crosstrek. That is really cool. And I might give that a try. I'm gonna get some of those airbag or air mattresses, and I'll camp in here. So essentially you're making your hatchback into a teardrop trailer. That's cool. And you got all the protection of your car in case it's raining or you're in bear country. That's really cool, man. I like that. And then you can even put your gear on one side and then a single mattress on the other. So if you're solo camping, you can bring all your stuff and keep it in here without taking it out. I do have a cargo rack already, so maybe I could put all my gear in the cargo rack and then sleep back here with 2 people. And then you have this cool cargo cover, I guess you'd call it. It's like a retractable cargo cover, so when people look in your window, they don't see what's back here. And if you don't need it, you can take it out like that. And I noticed that if you pull this, you pull that, it literally just drops down. Look at that. I did that with one hand. Look at that. Look at all that space. That is crazy cool, man. Let's see if I can put this in one-handed. Put that in there. And then, oh, I don't think I can do it. Let's see. Pull. Oh, I did it. I put it back in with one hand. Very nice. And then here's a light in the back. Very cool. You got some tie downs. Look at this thing, man. It's like it's brand new. There's the window sticker. Look at that thing. Looks like it's brand spanking new. There's all the spare tire and jack stuff. It's not even dirty at all in here. This guy, like I said, must have took really good care of it. Beautiful. All right, no power tailgate, so you just have to pull it down. But it gets the job done. All right, that's a quick overview of my new to me Subaru Crosstrek Premium. Very cool, right? Little lightweight, nimble, compact, all-wheel drive, four-banger. Gotta love it. All right, so before I go, let me just, again, talk about some of the things I want to do. I already mentioned I'm going to go with 15-inch wheels of some type, aggressive tires of some type. I want to go with a light bar in the front. I want to do the pod lights, not the light bar. So I want 4 pod lights up here to make it look rally style. I'm not going to put any kind of bumpers, I don't think. That's just too much. I don't think I'm going to put ditch lights up here. That's just a little too much. I don't want to go that far. I might put ditch lights here if I can find someone who makes some type of ditch light mount on the side here. That'd be cool. I'm going to go ahead and put some type of roof rack up there because I do want to be able to use it if I need it. And I might even put a full-size spare tire carrier on the back, which will probably be the most over-the-top thing that I do to this thing, because that does look a little nuts, having a full-size spare on the back of these things. But I think it looks cool. I will not be putting a little wadder, but there you go. That's a look at my 2018 Subaru Crosstrek Premium. Let me know what you think about this thing. All right, guys, hit that like button to support my channel. I appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this little crossover SUV all-wheel drive adventure vehicle. Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun.